Okay, brothers and sisters out there, and those who believe that homosexuality is okay and that this Prop 8 situation, being that the Supreme Court allowed this gay marriage to take place, and I believe in approximately 20 days there will be allowed to marry in the state of California. Well, you have to understand that God loves you, whether you're gay, straight, whether you're bisexual, homosexual, or lesbian, or wherever the label that you have. God loves you regardless, but He hates sin. And it's not that He hates sin because He just wants to tell people what to do, but He hates sin because it destroys life. Okay? It's just like if you had a child or if you had a friend and you knew that what they were doing was destroying themselves, you would hate that thing that destroys your friend. Whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be maybe a bad relationship that they're in, you would hate that situation that they're in. And that's what God hates, the situation. He doesn't hate the sinner, He hates the sin. And the sin destroys. He knows how He made us. He knows how He created us. And so therefore He knows that what we do that is against how He created us is going to destroy us and destroy others around us. So, because I believe many homosexuals believe that, hey, I just love this person, I'm in love with them, and what's so wrong with me loving this person? Well, the thing is that in a case of male and male, the homosexual act that they commit actually causes disease. Feces is a disease. So therefore, or is poison, excuse me. Feces is poison, and so poison will hurt your body. That's why God hates it. And not only will it hurt your body and create disease within you and with that person you're partnered with, but it also will create disease in society, because I'm pretty sure you heard of hepatitis C. So therefore, hepatitis C is something that is very contagious. You can't drink after the person. You can't eat after the person. And so many homosexuals are getting this hepatitis C. Now, the act is wrong. The act of sodomy or homosexuality, especially male on male. But if you look up the definition of what sodomy is oral and anal copulation. So even heterosexuals should not perform oral and anal copulation, because it's the principle, it's the act of that. It's not just because it's man on man, and that's a point that you can deal with later. But let's just deal with the scientific. It's disease. It brings disease. So this is something, is not because we just want to tell people what to do. It just hurts you and it hurts society, and it's going to ultimately destroy society if we do not turn from this. So those who are homosexual out there, if you feel, I know you feel that you were born this way, and I'm not going to argue that. You could have been born that way. We have been born with sin. All of us have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And so I was born with sin in my life. I had to give that to God so that He can change me. It was in my DNA. It was a part of my being. And so therefore God had to make me a new creature so I did not go back to that sin. Okay? So even though we feel this a certain way, doesn't mean that this doesn't is not a bad act. It doesn't destroy me. If even I can feel like I would like to steal a Mercedes Benz, but it's going to destroy me because the people who made the Mercedes Benz, or the people who are selling the Mercedes Benz or own the Mercedes Benz, will not allow me to steal from them. So I have to go completely against my feeling. Okay? So, I just encourage you, if you are homosexual, if you are thinking about being homosexual, if you can pray, please pray. Ask God to change what you feel, because ultimately it will destroy you. It will destroy those who are around you. And so this is a cry for love, true love, because there's many people who have a definition of love, but there's people who abuse their wives and they think it's love. There's people who cheat on their spouses and they think it's love. Everybody can call what they think is love, but if love actually hurts others, then it's not love. True love does no harm to anyone. That's why the golden rule is love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And so therefore, if scientifically homosexuality causes disease, even in animals, when you see that animals are homosexual, they perform homosexual acts. There's a breed of monkey out there that performs homosexual acts. They have rampant disease. I took this in anthropology. All you people who take anthropology should know this. Is rampant disease with those animals that perform homosexuality, because feces is poison. Also, when you perform oral copulation, that is also disease mongering. Look at what happened to the person that had throat cancer, Michael Douglas. It's disease causing. This is we're not trying to make you where you can't love that person. You can love that person in the correct way. That's the thing. Love the person in the correct way, how it should be loved. If you have a car, you don't put sugar in the tank. You got to love your car the right way, or take care of your car the right way. You can't put sugar in the tank. If you put sugar in the tank, the car is not going to run, because the person who designed the car did not design it to run on sugar. Your car, your body is not designed to run on perform in that way. That's just the bottom line. We don't want to stop you from loving people, but we need you to love them in the right way, because if it's destroying them and it's destroying you, then that's not true love. True love says, I won't do any harm to other people. Now, if you go to Romans chapter 13 and verse 8 through 10, you can see that the fulfilling of the law, or the fulfilling of the law, is love. And it says love does not do harm to his neighbor. And so just take that in consideration. If you would like to give your life to Jesus Christ, if you want to know how to give your life to Jesus Christ, email me at in2 alltheworld@hotmail.com. That's in2 alltheworld@hotmail.com. And you can text me 760-887-2814. But please, by the grace of God, turn away from that lifestyle. It just hurts me, because I've done so much research on this act, and it just destroys your body. It destroys you. It destroys you mentally. There's so much behind it. It's so much that, for instance, when you look at the fluid exchange between a male and a female when they are in a sexual act, the female juices actually replenish the 3,000 calories that the male has lost. Now, in a homosexual act, can that happen? No, it cannot. So let me ask you this question before my time runs out. This is the question. Ask yourself this. If, and we know that even heterosexuals have sex outside of marriage, and they have anal sex and oral copulation and all these things, that's wrong too. We can't say that it's not right or that it's right. It's wrong. And so therefore, if a male and a female, both virgins, get married and they only have sex with each other, would that cause a disease? I'm just asking a question, because answer if you can. Would that cause a disease? In a normal situation, would that cause a disease? Or in a perfect world, if that happened, would there not be any sexual diseases in the world? So answer that question. Email me, text me, comment down below, however you want to do it. But love one another the right way and put Jesus inside.